Yo.
Guys,
Oh.
you need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Where did this music come from? I mean, not that I mind. Just very sudden, you know? Probably just you. That's a guy throwing things. Ah, there you are. Revolver. Ow, ow. Ah. Yeah.
There, I have it. But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude. Are you all right?
I'll live.
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before. I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
It is.
Doctor?
You know, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits,
The
but
signal! Yes, it's completed.
finally. If all goes well, this should be the last time we go through the loop.
You know, I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
I don't think it means anything. If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again, no more bad guys. Things go back to normal.
Let's hope you're right. I'd love the opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating. I wonder how far this reaches. Is everybody in the world experiencing this?
Who knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now. Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
No, you can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
But surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could...
Let me be blunt. If you drag me into this, I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this, chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
I see.
At least he was blunt. Okay, let's go.
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
Whew. Time for a stretch and a yawn.
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it. The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Drove to new area. Let's go in here because there's 5 pages to get. First, let's...
I'd found her film from the pile of containers in the back. I'd threaded it into the projector. I swallowed hard, staring at the screen, hearing her voice. The sunrise I remembered so well only moments away. And then Mr. was there, nailed by the projector's beam, caught in his own trap. He shouted at me, first in confusion, then rage. And then the sun came up and things started to burn.
So let's see. Yeah, there's 5 missing. Wouldn't be surprised if one of them you get at the end. We'll see. Keep an eye out on that radar. So I feel like one of them is one we potentially could have gotten earlier. Oh, hey.
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
It's called Jackhammer. So much fun. Switch to the good old revolver. These fine folk here. You look like you need a jackhammer. Oh, it's so good. Shame we're almost out of jackhammer ammo though. Just having a look around. Once again, more for pages than anything else. But I feel like if there was any around, we would have gotten the little notice. Because the minimap shows a lot more than I thought. Hopefully it doesn't look like there's spiders about. Pick up ammo, because we did go through a lot of the jackhammer. Is it only just this one? There you go. Okay. Oh, no. Buzz. Ooh, that was close. Ow. Yeah, you might have noticed it there. The nice thing about the revolver as well, it can actually pierce people. So long as they have, as long as they're missing their darkness shield, you can actually just shoot right through them. Pretty nice. Hit that checkpoint. Can I even go around this way? This is a waste of time me checking. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Okay. Thankfully this way just speeds it up a bit. Yo.
You're never getting out of this, Wake. Never. Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
Huh. Ah, so far so good. Yeah, you could cut the music. Finish that quite sharply. Don't need that. Shotgun. Shotgun knows its place. Let me head this way because there could be a page this way. No? Oh, it would be a shame if I missed out on grabbing all the pages. Because I didn't get something like in the earlier session or something. Like the earlier stage. Like maybe there are no pages on this point.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning.
Oh wait, no, there's a page over here. Aha! Missed. Ow!
When the dark man's eyes suddenly locked into Serena's, she flushed hot. They ignited a black fire in her. He was talking. He wanted the power turned off. He said something about the projector booth. She hooked a finger under his belt buckle. He grabbed a hold of her throat and twisted until it hurt. Somewhere deep inside, a part of her screamed in paralyzed horror, but the moan that escaped from her throat had no panic in it. "Pay attention," he said. "Business first." His eyes glittered shamelessly. Hers did too.
There was a page or something over here.
What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before!
You're still scared. Well, putting up a fight.
I've been around for a while now, you know? While you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness, I've been busy. I operate in the shadows, not always literally, you understand? I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken, but I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there that goes deep, and the things that live in it are vast, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing. Getting a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
Do hope I can get the other pages. Although I'm not sure where to look. Which is the worrying thing, not gonna lie. The fact that I've checked. Oh, the car lights. Right, let's have a quick look at these manuscript pages. Oh yeah, didn't get
There's
this one.
more to fighting the Taken than just burning away the darkness that protects them. When I'm fighting for my life, I find myself slipping into a state of intense concentration that makes the beam of my flashlight seem more powerful and focused. I used to think it was just my imagination, something brought on by the adrenaline and fear of death. But now I'm not so sure. I've been touched by powers that I can't begin to truly comprehend. And they've left a mark. I'm starting to think this might be a part of it.
Yeah, is this one that's like much higher up on the list. Makes me think it's what I missed in the early stages. Which would raise the point that, or the question is, do I have to get them in the early stages? Meaning that so far I've not missed a single one, bar that one. If so, that's pretty incredible. Oh wait, no, there's a page here. No idea if this is the right page though. We'll find out soon. Oh no, there's several pages up here. Oh. There we go. Bit awkward, but hey, it's fine.
I held the film canister in my hands. I saw her name written across it in big letters, followed by the title. It was a time capsule. Moments snatched from times gone by. From a past that I hoped could also be our future. It was my salvation, our chance to be together. A tin can with a bit of magic in it that she didn't even know about. Something I could put to good use. There were only moments left before I had to face him.
Dang it. Can't help feel like I messed up somewhere. Because I know there's one over there, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was one we've already seen. Could be this one that I didn't just notice before, maybe?
The
Dang it.
clothes I wear now I shaped from dreams and memories. It's an old outfit, originally from the 90s. The last time I wore it was when I was still writing and Alice and I took a vacation in the desert before our troubles began. The night before, we'd been at a party, and I had dressed to the nines. On that lazy day, I put on these old clothes, worn and comfortable. Alice made a joke about grunge. I felt a little embarrassed, but I stuck with them. We were very happy. I'm sheathed in good memories to remind myself of what is at stake.
Oh! Is that it? Yay! Oh, good.
The Taken were always single-minded. They had a certain animal cunning, but they weren't very intelligent. That's one reason why they prefer melee weapons. Actual firearms are too complex for them to use. That's why seeing the one who threw grenades at me surprised me. But of course, they aren't actually grenades. There's no pin to pull, no fuse to set off an explosive, just concentrated darkness.
Cool. Because that was like the one place I hadn't looked at. So it's like, if there was going to be somewhere, probably be back here. Hey look, sunrise. Jump. Yo.
Oh, hey.
Sup?
I'm hoping I can put an end to this now.
You'd better. I really don't want that to happen to me again. It's like somebody vomited in my brain, like a sleazy movie that keeps looping in my head.
I'll stop this, I swear.
You know the part that's really screwed up? If you mess it up, it'll just keep happening forever, right? I don't think I can deal with that.
Don't think about that.
I don't think of anything but.
Hey, afterwards, when all this is done, look me up. This thing, I can probably help you deal with it.
I don't know. It's almost like I'm not even in the same world anymore. Everything's just weird now.
Yeah, I know. A lot of that'll pass with time. But being touched by the darkness, it's rough on you. It's a lot to process. And I just don't want you to get completely screwed up by this.
Might be a little late for that, to be honest.
Yeah, well, there's degrees. At least you're not at a point where you go around picking fights with people over not changing their light bulbs often enough.
What?
Never mind. All I'm saying is, you're not alone with this. And anyway, you're friends with Alice, so, you know, any friend of hers.
Thank you.
It's gonna be weird that we're gonna listen to you on the radio right here.
Hello, folks, and welcome to the third part of our pre-recorded interview with Serena Valdivia and renowned photographer Alice Wake. So, tell me about the film.
It's called Sunrise, and it really wasn't something I ever thought of as an actual film. It was just footage, things I saw and happened to shoot. It's not a medium I'm very much at home with.
You shouldn't put yourself down. You've got a great eye.
Maybe, but experience is another thing.
Because you're primarily a still photographer.
Yes, exactly. So I'm really used to thinking of the world in terms of snapshots. I frame something and try to pick the right moment, and then reveal that moment to people. Moving images are a different story. I'm still learning a lot about it, to be honest.
So, this is a new thing for you?
Or maybe I'm just a slow learner. But showing it like this is definitely a new step for me. It's a little weird taking something this intimate and showing it to everybody. Not that the material itself is somehow shocking. It's just that those were private moments.
But that's why it works, because it feels genuine. It's not so much a story as it is a sort of an echo, showing us how you saw your husband at the time. It's not really about the sunrise itself or Alan watching it. It's about you two together.
I suppose. It's funny, looking at it now, especially now that it's been edited like that. It takes on a life of its own, almost. It's a kind of a fantasy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, you're right. I'm glad you talked me into it.
Nope, don't even get to say thanks for the film making. Push? I don't know. Anyways, let's go and put an end to this madness. Or start a new madness, I don't know. You know what, let's go up with a bang. Get it? Because I'm going to use the flares. Make real short work of all this. Yep. Won't be surprised if we still got more to do afterwards. But for now, let me go and jump. See what's what in here. No. Boop, 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 boop.
Again, the champion of light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
May... Poster. Change time. Where's the film? Switch. Oh, this is film was in the projector. Yeah. Just not sure where that is. Oh, didn't I say something about it being from the back room? Oh, here goes.
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you...
That was
What?
really dumb of you.
What is this? No! No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life. It's my life.
Like he even had the ring effect. Huh.
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How? I love you.
I love you.
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last.
In Night Springs.
Are these actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time, and another place, far, far away from Night Springs.
Yeah, and we know he hasn't escaped from the message we got from Control. But boy, that was fun. That was actually a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Because I knew it was a Xbox Live game. And I knew it was a short little thing. I'm trying to think of the best way of saying it without making it trying to belittle the game, but it wasn't a full-fledged game, was it? As you saw, a shorter one. But man, they really nailed the combat a lot better. The movement, the aiming and all that, it was a lot of fun. And just more variety in enemies was nice. Obviously there was some iffiness in terms of like quality of the models and animation and stuff, but hey, like I said, smaller game, shorter budget, shorter time development, smaller budget. And I feel like even though whether or not we know this didn't happen in terms of he escaping, but this could have been a step that he was taking into order to get out. I don't know, but I feel like we did learn a lot about the past events and such, and potentially what Barry and Alice were doing afterwards. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I think this is going to be the end of the last we see of Alan Wake for now. There's the arcade mode in this, which I might dabble in at some point. Maybe I'll stream it. Who knows? If you want to see me do it, let me know. Very easily influenced. But honestly, I don't see much of I don't think we'll see much of Alan Wake until Control DLC. I might not even see it then either. But there's been many attempts at trying to make an Alan Wake 2. None of them have really gotten far off their feet from what I've heard or what I've read. But who knows? Like, the way I see it now, Control DLC will end with Alan Wake 2 being announced. I can kind of see that being a thing. Be pretty cool as well. Not gonna lie. A happy song. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what else to really say. I need to get hold of Quantum Leap, Quantum Solace, the other Remedy game. The one which might actually be tied to the same universe as Control and Alan Wake. Yeah, I do need to give that a go. If for nothing else, it's made by Remedy, and I do like the games Remedy makes, the stories and whatnot. There might be some clunkiness here and there, but overall, the game is always enjoyable, and the story is always enjoyable and very thought-provoking. So yeah, I need to get a hold of that at some point and do playthrough. Arguably, I would like to get it done next, but I don't think that's happening. Either way, written by Alan Wake. Alan Wake's journey through the night will continue, even if it took a while. Yes, thank you all once again for watching. Barry?
No. Al?
I never did use the nail gun. Oh well. Bye!